Good morning. It is Thursday, May the 8th, 2014. I'm Dan Rubin, and this is the Bucknuts Morning 5. Got a packed show for you today. Going to go into detail thanks to Alex Gleitman on Shamar Kilby Lane and some other interesting linebacker news. We'll, of course, spend a lot of time talking about the NFL draft. Got a chance to speak to a news source last night, so have some interesting stuff on that. We'll preview what's coming up on the site today. It is packed, so hold on for the ride. Luke Fickell was on the road yesterday in the Sunshine State talking to a recruit who may be the one to end the drought that has plagued the front row such in the last few months.
Alex Gleitman here, Bucknuts Morning 5 from the streets of New York City. Hope you all enjoy the sounds of buses, cabs, and people flying by. I wanted to give you a little update on linebacker Shamar Kilby Lane out of Tallendale High School in South Florida. Luke Fickell was in to see the four-star linebacker yesterday, and that visit went very well. The plan, I'm told, according to Coach Damian Jones, is for Kilby Lane to commit sometime after Tallendale spring practice is over, which is toward the end of the month. So expect a commitment from Shamar sometime in late May or early June. Right now, Ohio State does remain the leader over Florida State and Alabama, so I really like where the Buckeyes are standing in this one as things currently rest. That being said, a lot of people have asked about linebacker Nick Connor from Dublin, Ohio, right in Ohio State's backyard. He's a kid the Buckeyes are definitely monitoring closely, but have not offered. And I think part of the reason is that Ohio State's only looking to take 2 to 3 linebackers in this class. And with Shamar Kilby Lane maybe being on the verge of being one of those players on top of guys like Jerome Baker and Justin Hilliard inside the state of Ohio, right now, Nick Connor is on the outside looking in for an Ohio State offer.
Thank you, Alex. Live from the streets of New York City, or at least live on tape. Very interesting information on Shamar Kilby Lane. Of all the prospects Ohio State seems to be going after right now, that does look like the next one that could turn into the commitment we've all been waiting for. Also found it very interesting to hear the news on Connor. I wonder how the recent offer from Oregon may accelerate that process for him, but it still looks like he's going to need to have an incredible camp season to get into contention for an Ohio State offer. Tonight is the night. The NFL Draft's first round will go off at 8 p.m. live on ESPN from Radio City Music Hall in New York City. Had a chance last night to actually talk to a source I had not been in touch with for a long time, and not during this draft process, who was associated with an NFL team. Got what his latest vibe is. Some of it was the same as what we had been hearing. His official word: loves Roby, loves Shazier, thinks they both will be first-round picks, and they deserve that grade. He also said they had, in their room, were comparing the draft status of Shazier and Chris Borland, actually, and have opted for Shazier simply because of the speed. One other little nugget to pass along that I got. One team that's really looking at Jack Mewhort, obviously it wouldn't be tonight because they don't have a first-round draft pick, is the Washington Redskins. Word is they're looking for a right tackle and an offensive lineman with some versatility, and Mewhort fits that bill. If he's around when they pick, don't be surprised if Jack Mewhort becomes a member of the Washington Redskins. We have got an absolutely packed day for you on the site. Bill Kurelic has a one-on-one interview with offensive lineman Austin Clark from Virginia that we'll be running. You can check out Bill's Buzz thread right now, which has an update on a duo from Jacksonville, Trinity Christian, that I think you're going to be interested in. We'll have Jay Books outside Columbus. The boarding house, we spoke last night to our NFL source and got the very, very latest on what they're thinking of the NFL prospects that could go tonight from the Ohio State Buckeyes. And we've also got some really interesting stuff in the boarding house about how the new NCAA rules could put Ohio State in a great position. So you'll want to check that out. And don't forget tonight, we will have an open thread running on the NFL Draft that will begin exactly at 8 p.m. with the first pick. It will be pinned to the top of the front row and locked until 8 p.m. and unlocked. That is where the staff will be hanging out. Dave Biddle, myself, Alex Gleitman, and others, if you want to chat draft as the thing is going down. Aside from that, have a great day, Bucknutters.